A US fighter jet has been shot down over Iran and a search and rescue operation is underway for any survivors, according to US officials. It is the first such known incident since the US launched its war with Iran in late February. Reports suggest that one crew member has been rescued.
Jerusalem's Via Dolorosa on Good Friday, a smaller and more muted affair as the thousands of pilgrims who would normally fill these streets stayed away amid a regional war that carries on with no sign of resolution.
We wish next year will be better, and with the miracle of the Holy Week, we will have peace.
There are few in this region who believe peace is imminent, as repeated timetables for an end to this conflict are delayed or discarded. The volatility of events underscored today by Iranian state television announcing a reward for the handover of any crew from a US fighter jet shot down over Iran earlier. A race now on between both sides in this conflict to find any survivors, as Iranian officials showed footage purporting to be the wreckage of the downed US warplane. The incident highlighting the risk still faced by US and Israeli aircraft over Iran, despite assertions by US President Donald Trump that his forces have total control of the Iranian skies. On the ground in Iran, President Trump says the US will continue to target infrastructure. The bombing of a recently built bridge linking Iran's capital Tehran and the nearby city of Karaj, just the start, the US leader says, of a new wave of strikes in a war that shows no sign of ending just yet. Fiona Mitchell, RTE News.
3 UNIFIL peacekeepers have been injured too seriously in an explosion inside a UN position in South Lebanon. No details have been yet released about their nationality. It comes after 3 Indonesian peacekeepers were killed in 2 separate attacks earlier this week. Tributes to the honour and bravery of the men were paid before their bodies were repatriated for burial. A planned visit by the Minister for Defence, Helen McEntee, to Irish peacekeepers in Lebanon was cancelled today on advice from Defence Forces. Now here, amid rising fuel costs due to the Iran war, the Transport Minister and representatives of the Irish Road Haulage Association held discussions earlier today. Hauliers are seeking further supports in addition to the recent measures announced by the government to help address spikes in oil, diesel and petrol prices. Well, for more on this, we're joined by Fiachra O'Kearney of our political unit. Fiachra, what were the concerns raised today by hauliers?
Well, Sharon, there was one point and one point only raised today, and that was specifically the financial impact of the Iran war on Ireland. Now, viewers will remember that just at the start of last week, government did introduce a number of emergency financial supports for the country to address the situation. But the Irish Road Haulage Association, they today said that the demands from the country, they're already superseding, going past those supports. Now, to make that point, the hauliers were saying that fuel prices have already increased by 35% in those, give or take, 10 days. And they have said that in future, if this crisis is to continue, they want the haulage sector to be prioritised. Now, Hauliers President Ger Hyland was speaking with RTE News after the meeting, and he outlined the hauliers' concerns.
We have members of the transport community with their trucks parked up at the present time because they can no longer afford to fuel them. Our fuel has gone over 60 cents a litre in the last 5 weeks. Bearing in mind, for every 100 kilometres our members travel, it's taken 35 litres of diesel.
Now, Ger Hyland really making the points there for hauliers. For his part, Transport Minister Darragh O'Brien, he has committed to meeting the hauliers again, and he has said that EU ministers will meet next Wednesday to discuss the energy crisis. Meanwhile, the EU's Energy Commissioner Dan Jorgensen, he has said today in an interview with the Financial Times that the EU and Europe should prepare for a long-lasting energy shock and that all possibilities, including the possibility of fuel rationing across the EU, may be considered into the future. Now, hauliers say that if any of those developments happen, the hauliers and the haulage sector should be prioritised. But that does create a problem for government, because if you prioritise one area and give extra supports, all other areas will want those supports.
All right, Fiachra O'Kearney of our political staff, thank you for that.